YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Pauler. I pull up to the house, bringing you some more of this Madden 13 content I got for you, starring Hot Hands Hanon, the receiver out of the University of Ohio, as featured in the film The Little Giants. Today I'm bringing you the debut, the NFL debut. Last video, if you haven't seen it, it'll be in the description. But in the last video, I went over the preseason activity of Hot Hands Hanon. He did pretty well. Got some catches, some pretty good catches against Chicago and Green Bay, and some pretty decent stats. Now we're gonna take our show live, going against the Philadelphia Eagles, who we took on about, I want to say, 2 weeks ago in the preseason. And McNabb really struggled. He had a tough time. I guess he was trying to kind of show up his former team since they had gotten rid of him previously. But let's jump into the commentary. We'll see how we do this time around. As the first touch of the career of Hot Hands Hanon, it's pretty pedestrian. I get caught behind one of my blockers on the kickoff return, but luckily there was no butt fumble like Mark Sanchez. Now the first official pass thrown the way of Hot Hands Hanon is there's a little bit too much mustard on it. But don't worry, me and McNabb are gonna hook up plenty of times, no homo. Hook up plenty of times. As evidence, here is the first career catch of Rashid Hanon. Definitely will not be the last. Hanon did a fantastic job this game, especially since he was matched up against Nnamdi Asomugha. But look at here, McNabb doing the same exact thing he did against Philly 2 weeks ago, throwing a pick six to the same exact linebacker. That's the same guy, Jordan. Go ahead and check out the first video if you haven't seen it. He did the same thing as Hot Hands Hanon catches his second ball going up the field for about 20 yards, getting us the first down. Now, on the very next play, we decided to go no huddle on him just because I thought we saw something in the defense we could take advantage of. And boy, do we. Hot Hands Hanon directs through traffic like a madman, getting about another 40-plus yards. We're already above 75 for the game in the first minute of action. That's what's up. He's showing fans why he rose up the depth chart, became the #1 receiver, #1 or #2 in whoever's eyes between Hanon and Greg Little and Josh Gordon. But he's getting the majority of the reps on the left side, which is normally reserved for the #1 receiver. We're in the red zone. We want to score a touchdown since we're down 7-0. And let's see what happens. We go in motion to kind of create some mismatch problems. But McNabb, doing McNabb things, gets picked off by Nnamdi Asomugha, who had a pretty good game here and there. You'll see what I mean in a minute, because we definitely get our revenge later on. But now on the very next possession, since that pick didn't lead to anything, we go right back down the field. Hot Hands Hanon gets his first career NFL touchdown reception. Let's go, as he and Josh Gordon shake up in the end zone. Let's go. If you don't get this guy with press coverage as soon as we hike the ball, he is going to make you pay for it. I'm going to tell you that over and over because that is the truth. If you don't come after this guy in press coverage of some sort, as soon as the ball is hiked, he will blow by you and your entire defense. As I begin to show off, and I try to do a little Kendrick Lamar impression and swimming pool dive into the end zone, but he wasn't having that. On the very next possession, we're down 14-7, as you know how Madden is, kind of like 2K. They're always going to go back and get the lead from you. So now on the very next possession, we are trying to make some things happen as Hanon gets one across the middle of the field. Now we're going deep, play action. I got DRC on me. He can't hold me. And Hot Hands Hanon in the end zone for his second touchdown of the half. Let's go. This kid is already developing a reputation as one of the fastest guys in the league and one of the most dangerous men in open space. As you can see, DRC, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, cannot do anything with him. And he's no slouch in the speed game. You know, he's pretty fast back there at DB. But he's no match for Hot Hands and his 97 speed as he blows by him. And no swimming pools this time. But Hot Hands Hanon on the very next play calls for the ball a little bit too prematurely, and McNabb chucks it in there and getting picked off for the third time of the half. Man, of the quarter. That was the first quarter still. But man, we got a real McNabb in. We don't want to lose this game. Fortunately, that particular turnover only led to a field goal as we're on 3rd and long, and McNabb chucks it a little bit too deep. Probably a good thing, because if he did put a little bit less on it, it would have gotten intercepted again. And look at Hanon. If you saw him over there, you need to rewind it. He just laid that linebacker out. Sorry for the lack of replay. I'll get it next time. But I'm just showing you that I can do a little bit more than just go deep and catch passes. I set blocks. I'm setting up a decoy for myself. That way my guys can get open in the middle of the field. But now we don't need a decoy here, so I go up and make a spectacular catch. His hands rating is about a 70, but his spectacular catch rating is around, I want to say, a 75 or so. So that's pretty decent. I can make plays as I get absolutely leveled right there, knocking the ball loose. Very next play, he's not afraid. He goes across the middle again, and he gets blazed once more, leading to a 4th down. Alex Henry's going to kick the field goal and tie this thing up. Oh no, Alex Henry's with the Eagles. I'm sorry. Phil Dawson, a legend in the game for his longevity and his clutch boot, kicks it, ties it up at 17 apiece, and we're going into the half. This is actually the last possession of the first half, and it does not end well. I'll tell you that. We're trying to go down the field, get some points. We're going deep. Can Hanon bring it again? Nah. Nnamdi comes up with his second interception and kneels in the end zone, leading to the second half. After a pretty uneventful third quarter, we took the lead on the field goal, but now Henry's knocking down the field goal to tie this thing up. So we got to make a play. Hanon, he definitely wants to go at him again. Now we're going to go deep once more on the play action. You cannot guard me, Nnamdi. Let's go. As now he gets back. He gets revenge, as I said earlier in the video, leading to a touchdown, giving us the lead. For some reason, Phil Dawson, who I just called a legend no more than 1 minute ago, decided to miss the extra point. So on the very next possession, we're going to go ahead. I'm going across the middle. Hot Hands Hanon was one tackle missed away from going for his 4th touchdown of the day, as now I've set the NFL record, 367 yards as a rookie in my debut with Hot Hands. He is doing his thing. These Philadelphia Eagles DBs cannot mess with me, and I'm going for more, and I cannot get the tiptoe catch in. I can't straddle the sideline. It leads to a 3rd and long. We're going to go deep again because, hey, once you beat Nnamdi once, you're gonna get more than one opportunity to do it again. I'm not sure if it's a confidence thing for him. And I beat him, and it leads to a touch. No! Nnamdi didn't do that. That's BS. That was the ball hit off his helmet, and I lost control of it, leading to a 4th down. We had to punt, but now it's 3rd and 4 with 1:40 left. We're trying to win this thing, and McNabb he throws a little bit too short. And now here in Cleveland, we're actually trying to establish a winning attitude. We're not playing not to lose anymore. We want to get the wins. So we're going to go for it on 4th down. Despite being deep in our own territory, you can't trust Madden on all Madden. So we went for it. And look who steps up, making the crucial catch on 4th down, forcing them to burn their second timeout, excuse me. And now we're going to try to end this game. As you see me run, I'm a decoy, and Ben Watson gets the 1st down, leading to them calling their 3rd and final timeout. As you see here, game's over. Congrats to the Cleveland Browns. Congrats to McNabb for getting the win over his former team. Congratulations to Hot Hands Hanon for tearing shit up as a rookie in his debut. As you see, 11 catches, almost 400 yards, and 3 touchdowns. A few drops, but it's all good. I'm getting up out of here. Let me know what you think about the series. Like, subscribe, comment, hit me up. Holla, peace.